Alright guys, so I am working on some Christmas presents. Figured I'd go ahead and record them. I'm going to do just a little bit. Sky's in the bathroom. She was taking a shower. Doesn't realize I'm recording, so she's in there singing right now. These that I'm working on, right, this particular are, you've probably seen them on Pinterest. They go on the bottom of a sock, and they've got funny words on them. I'm recording, miss. Knock it off. Sorry. But I have, me and Sky are going to a friend's house for Christmas back in Indiana. So I am working on some gifts for her and her family. Consider them, you know, family for me. The kind of family that you choose, not ones that you're born with. Alright, so let's cut some of this excess. I probably could have cut this a little bit smaller when I put it on the mat to start with, so I didn't waste as much vinyl, but hindsight's 20/20. It's a little late to worry about it now. Okay. Come here, letter. After I weed it, I'll cut it into the individual strips that I need it to be in when I actually iron it on. Because there's actually 2 pairs here, and then I have a 3rd pair that I still have to weed on the mat in the strainer. Okay, let's get some of this excess away, just because it makes it easier. Keeps you from messing it up, and then you don't have to waste any vinyl to redo it. Especially when you're talking iron on. Nobody wants to waste a thing. There we go. Next grouping, and yes, this is done twice because again I'm doing 2 pairs of socks. It's actually done 3 times, but the 3rd time is on the other form, or on the other thingamabobber. Just so you don't think you're seeing stuff. Always better to cut out the excess as you're going. Sky, I'm recording.
Okay. About?
I just don't want to hear whatever it is you got playing.
What are you doing?
These are going on the bottom of the socks for Angel and Ben.
You can read this. You can read this. You can read this. You can read this.
Because it'll go on each.
Not you. Not you. Get.
What do you have playing?
no.
She was watching all of my videos because she loves them.
Sure. Think what you want. You're an a-hole.
Yeah, watch your mouth, man.
I'm gonna bite you. You gonna do it? No. You're grumpy.
Yes, they are grumpy today. They're grumpy every day.
Well, it's so much early.
Like I
He's
said,
so excited to see me, and now he's just like, get away from me.
he has his moments. Alright, need to cut off the excess again.
Oh, God, you're gonna fall jelly. You're gonna fall jelly. I'm gonna have to pay that too. No, quit licking me. Quit licking me.
Alright, if you're not watching it, go turn it off.
Frick you.
Sky,
I was talking to the dog.
I understand, but you still need to watch your mouth. Because I know you might not have actually said the bad word, but I know what bad word you're wanting to say. So, cool it.
Oh, you are so freaking grumpy. You are so freaking grumpy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Clegg. Why are you so old? Boy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I touched you. Yeah. Okay, that nom-noms. Nom-noms. Here. Right here. Whoopsie.
Hands aren't quite that cooperative today.
You see the light? That's weird. And you have a broken tooth. You're sad.
Alright, Sky.
But he is.
Okay. Go do what I asked you to do, please.
I'm going back downstairs.
Make sure you picked up them clothes.
I did.
I need to clean my mat. I think the dogs are trying to knock me over. One down. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this off of. Molly thinks I got food too. She's edging up over there, down there on the counter. Alright, so these two, are these pieces I'm going to set aside for the moment while I get this part done. I always struggle to see on this kind of material where the actual cuts are. Oh, that one was actually a lot easier than I had anticipated. Now I just got to get the itty bitty pieces out. Ooh, let's not stick to each other. There we go. Alright, time for a pause. Get the iron out. And I'll be right back. I clean my mess up too. Alright, so hopefully y'all can see. I apologize if you're just out of frame a little bit, but kind of limited in space on this counter, so got to make do with what I got. Now, these are the socks that I'm using for my friend, at least for hers, and then for her husband and her son, I'm using just some plain generic white socks right here. I don't know how much heat these socks can take, so I'm trying to be careful to give it enough heat to iron on the actual lettering, but not too much that I melt any of the fuzzy. I wish I had the Cuddle Press, but I don't. So, all right. I'm going to let this cool because I believe the hologram, usually you want to remove that cold. I don't know if anybody's as OCD about their socks as I am, but since they haven't been worn yet, it doesn't matter what foot I put on each one. Or which one I put on which foot. Yeah, that makes better sense. Let's try that again. I have weird tendencies when it comes to my socks. I like to wear the same sock on the same foot every time because, in my opinion, it doesn't fit right if I don't. It bugs me. But again, I'm weird. I know it. I'm cool with it. Been cool with it. Only so much I can do about it. So, again, you got to be cool with it or you go insane. Those are your choices, right? And the boy socks are just, you know, like I said, they're nothing fancy. I didn't do super expensive socks because, you know, the point of these was to be a joke. And have something funny on the bottom of them. Didn't want to put it on, you know, really super expensive socks just in case the lettering damaged the sock later on. I mean, and it's not to say that it shouldn't. It should be the same as any other t-shirt that's got lettering on it. But again, I'm weird like that, and if I'm going to do something, again, this is the first time I'm putting them on socks. So if I'm going to do something, I want to make sure that it's not going to affect anything later on. And this, I can't remember if this one comes off hot or cold. That's not attached, so I guess it needs to go again. And since I've never put them on socks before, I am going with inexpensive socks to start with. I can always upgrade as I make more of them. That cool too, because that might be the case for that lettering too. I need to put some salve on my hands because my hands are dry and cracked and everything's wanting to stay attached to them. Boyfriend was watching Walker, Texas Ranger yesterday, and I have the theme song stuck in my head. It's going to drive me insane. The sad part is I've been watching TV this morning, so I've watched something else that's got a different theme song, but I have that one stuck in my head. It's going to drive me nuts. Two more, and then I will start at the beginning and start taking the plastic off and seeing if I need to rewarm anything back up. My finger is all... I got something underneath my silicone ring, and it has irritated my skin to no end. And had to take my ring off. And honestly, the funny part is my boyfriend has had the same problem with his, so must have got something on both of ours. I don't know if it was a cleaning product when we were cleaning together or what, but Both of us have a rash underneath our finger. I think his is just sympathy. Mine's fibro-induced to an extent, plus irritation from whatever got under my ring, and then his is sympathy, poor guy. And honestly, I'm not even being super OCD about these being completely straight, which is very unusual for me, because I am like that for the most part. Very OCD about that kind of stuff. But recognizing that these are going on the bottom of socks, are they really going to be straight on your feet at all times to begin with? I think is how my brain is allowing it. I probably shouldn't be sliding this along, but my board's getting sticky. And you probably need to be pressing it down, but my hands aren't being very cooperative today. I keep dropping stuff, and I just don't have the strength or energy to do anything other than what I'm doing. Alright. Okay, my iron will automatically turn off, so I'm not going to stress out over that at this particular moment. I'm just going to leave it. See, I think her socks were the ones I was worried about it sticking to the most because of the fluffy nature of the socks I got her. We both have a tendency of having cold feet, so I wanted her some fluffy socks, and purple is one of her favorite colors. And then I usually tend to do a quick top just to make sure that I didn't pull anything up. And that is one. Just because of the type of the nature of the fluffy sock, it can mean the letters don't stick as well. This is actually coming off and sticking a lot nicer than I had anticipated. I had anticipated problems. All right. I like it when I anticipate problems and don't actually get them. That is the bomb right there. Anybody from the 90s will know exactly what I'm talking about and will be giggling right now. Hey, that's hot. But this is what hers say. If you can read this, then I need wine. So her sockies are done. Yes, I did say that word. Now let's move on to the guys. Get that out of the way for now. Start with this one because Mr. C was sticking really bad. Okay. All right, that's good. I'm happy with that. Ooh, I didn't realize these were a little glittery. That's all right. Oh, yay. Give it just a light. I don't want to melt the fabric or the lettering. Okay. There's that one. Just a word of point, guys, if you're doing an iron-on, make sure you check and see if your iron-on needs to be removed cold or hot, because it will make a difference on whether or not it's difficult or easy to take it off. And again, here is this one for her hubby. I don't know what's on this board down here. I don't have to get on with the socks though. This one is a little bit smaller because I had to fit more in the same amount of space. Okay. And the smaller lettering makes it just a little bit more difficult to take off the top. Yay! All right. And these are for her son. He likes to play video games, and that just seemed to fit really well. All right, guys, there you have it. I did the socks with the wording on the bottom of them as one of my Christmas gifts. See you in the next video.